What's happening, people? We're out and about again, but not for good on this one. We're going shopping. We're going to do another budget challenge, and today we're going to probably one of the trickiest ones, B&M. Now, obviously B&M is not a supermarket, is it? So you've got a lot of tinned things, and yeah, I'm not even sure we can get any meat or anything. I'm not sure what. There is one fridge in this B&M. I am currently walking down into a little town between Halifax and Huddersfield called Elland, and it's only a small B&M, so I've made it even more challenging. In Huddersfield on Leeds Road there is a massive B&M with a garden centre and everything, I think. But me being me, I'm going to the closest one. Now that's going to make it a little bit more difficult because obviously the variation of products in here may be even worse than a normal B&M. However, I don't mind a challenge. That's what a budget challenge is all about. And today we're doing it from B&M. I'm going to see how long I can last with just £10. It's an old £10, the Queen, not Charlie on that one. 10 quid. That is my budget. We'll see how long we can last. Like I said, it's Friday night at the time of filming this at 7:15. So I'm actually hoping that I might be able to get a few whoopsies. But we will see. I think this B&M closes at 8, so we've got to get a wiggle on. But should be a fun challenge over the next couple of days to do over the weekend. Obviously, you guys have seen me just going past a warehouse or something here with all trucks coming out, highway maintenance. You guys have seen me talking in the last few days about wanting to spend a little bit more time at home rather than doing noisy, rather than doing a video every day. So I thought, oh, a couple of budget challenges might not go amiss. So here we are, the first one of the month. Now I'm going to do a few, so get in the comments of this video and let me know where you want me to go and try. Please don't comment Marks and Spencer's, because that is where I'm going next, possibly next weekend. So watch this space for that. Same deal, £10. But we will see. Right, I am just coming past the Pound Stretcher and Aldi now in Elland. So I've got to take a left and get to B&M. Like I say, it's small. I'm going to put the camera away and just, I'll go in with the GoPro, I think. It's more discreet. I don't want to be filming other people if I can help it in shopping. And I don't want to be getting barred from my local B&M. I have done budget challenges before. I've got a few playlists, obviously. Places like that, like Aldi. Long time ago. Anyway, we are back, baby. We are back. We are back. Right, let me get to B&M and we'll spend a tenner. And we'll see what we get. Daft story to you. You see this building here, this Presser's house? Well, that used to be a pub called the Presser's Arms, and when I was 16, I put my hand through a window like an idiot. Let me just swap hands because it's here. And nearly lost my finger. Look at that scar. Young 16-year-old boy, too much beer. What an idiot. And then, funnily enough, when I was printing, that was one of my first offices when it was changed to Presser's House. So, yeah. Everything happens and comes in circles. Right, B&M is across this roundabout here. So we'll get in there and spend a tenner. Okay, so this is the haul. What did it come to? We started with, the first thing on the receipt is these mashed potato Reva. 49 pence, that is. Ham and cheese slice. 79 pence. Fusilli. 69 pence. Warburton's toasty loaf, only a small one, like a half loaf, small slices. £1, £1. We've got 6 free-range eggs for £1.39, Pennine eggs. We got this naked Asian-style chicken flavour ramen soup at only 39 pence. Now, I thought that's like the cheapest I've seen in a while, but I've just seen an advert on Instagram, and I've just sat down at home for some noodles at 12 pence from Farm Foods. So, yeah, I don't know what they're like, of course. Just thought I'd let you know. A tin of chopped tomatoes. Premium, finely chopped tomatoes. Produce of Italy, Seasons Harvest. And that was 55 pence. That's a bit more expensive than supermarkets, I think. And same with the mushy peas. You can get these cheaper in actual supermarkets. But it's a B&M challenge, so the mushy peas were 55 pence. We got 2 of these oat-burst golden syrup porridges at 45 pence each. And 4 roast chicken slices, and they were £1. So you obviously can make sandwiches with them or something else. I'll be doing something else. Watch this space. Tin of tuna, 59 pence. Tuna flakes in brine, 59 pence. And then, surprisingly, I didn't think they were going to have any meat, like actual meat products. So, and they only had a pack of bacon, which was like £2.20, I think it was, or this gammon steaks. So you got 450 minimum weight, it says there, 450 grams. I don't know what it actually weighs. Maybe I'll weigh it before we cook it. £1.75. Having a look at it, looks like there's 3 or 4 in there. Looks half decent, that. So we'll be doing something with that as well. The eagle-eyed amongst you will notice that comes to £10 and 9 pence. So I went a little bit over, but I can't remember what why I've gone over there. My calculations were £10. But I've never been great at maths. But that is Friday night. That is what we've got. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and we'll probably just be starting with one of these breakfasts and making some plans of what I can do with all the rest of this stuff. See you in the morning. Good morning on day 1 of this budget challenge. Now, the kettle's boiling. As always with these challenges, this is just for food, not for drinks, and I'm allowing myself the sauce, the butter, the things out of my like spice cupboard, salt and pepper, that sort of thing. I know it gets some people's backs up, but I ain't buying butter when I've got butter. I ain't buying salt when I've got salt. You know what I mean? This is stuff you buy once every month or so, so I'm not including it in these £10 challenges. Like it or lump it. Breakfast. We'll start with one of these oat burst instant porridges, of course, because we do have 2. Now, looking at what's happening, what I've got here, obviously trying to make a little plan last night of what to eat. This could last 3 days. I was planning to make it last 2, but 3 days might be a bonus. So I'm just going to film as much as I can before the video needs to come out on Sunday, which is tomorrow at 3:15, and then we'll just smash it out. So hopefully in this video you're going to see this breakfast, lunch and dinner tonight, and then tomorrow's breakfast and probably lunch, but we will see. Right, I'm going to make this 45 pence oat burst porridge. Just add boiling water. I've had these before, they're not too bad. We'll give it a taste. It says filter the line. My advice is don't, because it just ends up too watery. So don't go as far as the line, in my opinion. That'll do for me. Give it a little stir. It looks dreadful, doesn't it? I agree. However, it says ready in 1 minute. Let it sit for a minute while you make your cup of tea. Okay, get in the comments. Roast how weak I have my tea. I don't mind. It's the way I like it. Great start to the weekend. Right, let's get this porridge going now. It says 1 minute, but looks about ready, this. Even that's still a little bit watery. I'll have to try again tomorrow. Or maybe day 3, depending on how it's looking. We will see. But look, porridge is not all that bad. A bit watery if you're being picky. But for 45p, what do you want? I happen to know I love golden syrup porridge, if I'm honest. A motorbike just pulled up outside. Oh, used to be an advert, I think it was Ready Break. It was like, warms your belly, ready for the day. Banging. I actually quite like golden syrup porridge. We actually have these from Aldi, golden syrup pouches. They're a little bit... Oh. I nearly smashed my other one on my mashed potato. They're a little bit better than pouches, I think. You get a bit more, they're a bit more, they're easier to get that thickness, that consistency. But, you know, for ease of access, 45p. I don't mind. There's not a lot though. So lunch will probably be an early lunch. I'll see you guys in a minute when we're having lunch. Not sure what we're having yet. It's another quite nice day. So I don't want something really too warm. What did we buy? We'll see. I'll see you at lunchtime. Well, as you know, I only had that little pot noodle then, pot of porridge pot for my breakfast. So we're gonna have some dinner now, and it's turned into a really nice day. So obviously there's quite a few options, as I haven't made anything yet. But with this ham and cheese slice, I feel like because that's like the freshest of the foods in there, I'm gonna have that. Now, I love a good pie and peas, or a Cornish pasty and mushy peas, bit of mint sauce, or pork pie if you can, or a steak pie, peas. Lamb and mint pies from Iceland, £1 with some mushy peas and some mint sauce. Wow, unbelievable. Cheap, cheerful. Now, I do have some mushy peas. So I'm going to actually cook this Welsh Pantry ham and cheese in a creamy cheese sauce wrapped in... So I'm going to cook this. Normally I just warm it up in the microwave and eat this on its own or something. But as you can probably hear, we've got the air fryer on. Mrs. Dino's cooking a garlic flatbread. This was 79p. And I'm going to do something what I think is probably a little bit weird. I'm going to have a ham and cheese slice with peas. But when you go to Chippy, they have cheese and onion pies with peas. So some people must like this cheese and peas. I'll be honest, I've never had it. It looks and feels weird to me. But maybe that's just me. You guys know that I'm a bit weird. So I'm going to warm up some of these Harry Ramsden's mushy peas. Half a tin of Harry Ramsden's mushy peas. And a Welsh Pantry ham and cheese slice for my lunch. That's going to go in air fryer for 5 minutes, which is what that's got left because it's on already. So yeah, 79p for the slice, and half a tin of this. 55p for a tin of Harry Ramsden's mushy peas. So that's 28p. So that's what, £91.07 is the lunch cost. Pie and peas, sort of. Right, I'll get it made. We'll give it a taste at the table. I am wondering about this cheese and peas combo. Let me know in the comments if you've had it, or if you've had a cheese and onion pie and peas from the Chippy, which is the only thing I can think of which is anything remotely like this. Anyway, I'll get it cooking. I'm just going to put half of that tin in the microwave. Might put a little bit of mint sauce in the peas. Beautiful. Right, I'll see you at the table and we'll give it a taste. Okay, so here's the goods. Let's see what this combination's like then. I did put some mint sauce in the mushy peas. These mushy peas, Harry Ramsden's. Pretty damn good if I'm honest. We have had them before. But they're beautiful, especially when you add that little bit of mint. But I'll be honest, ham and cheese slice with mushy peas, not something I would usually go for. Of course, I'd be a steak pie or a lamb pie. Welsh Pantry. I have had a couple of these Welsh Pantry products before. That's the slice. We'll try it on its own first. Yeah. It's a nice ham and cheese slice. Actually, you can really taste the ham in that, so this might not be too bad. Right, I'm going to give it a go. Mushy peas and ham and cheese slice. You know what? That ain't too bad. It wouldn't be my go-to first choice, but when I was in there, I think they only had this and a chicken tikka slice at 79p, but there were no chicken tikka slices left, and that certainly didn't go in mushy peas. But this, I don't mind it. It's a nice pasta, or slice as they call it. Beautiful peas. Let's crack on. Just over £1. Can't beat that. Right, I'll see you at tea time for the first proper meal. Just before we go, actually, I was searching the internet for ideas of like these budget challenges and things, and obviously you guys know from a while back that I mentioned a channel called Atomic Shrimp. Now that is real budget foraging and all that sort of thing. What a channel that is, obviously. You guys all know about Atomic Shrimp. If you don't know and you like these budget challenges, you've been living under a rock. But I did come across a new one, which I've only seen in the last week, and he's doing like similar things like this, but this guy is much better in the kitchen than me. I think he's called Sam Walker, but he's doing budget challenges as well. I'll find him and put him there. So if you like these sort of budget challenges and you want to be a bit more experimental, I am not the guy for that. You might get pie and peas, you might get, I don't know, porridge in the morning, and then you'll see what I'm going to do later. But this guy is really, yeah, really experimental. That's the only thing I can say. It's a good watch, so go check out his channel, Sam Walker, I think. But if it's something different, it'll be there, like I say. Right, I'll see you at tea time. That's enough promoting other channels. Okay, so it is Saturday night tea time, and we're going to have gammon. Now, I'm not going to be using this. It's just a random, I don't know how many's in it until I open it, but I think it looks like 3 or maybe 4 gammon steaks. 450 grams. I am going to be not using this in the traditional way. I'm going to use that gammon, or some of that gammon, as the meat to make myself tomato and pasta. I'm going to have some like a little pasta dish. Now, I don't have anything to go alongside it, so it is just what it is. Obviously, B&M don't have any like garlic breads or anything like that. It's just literally, basically, it's a tinned food store. I was lucky to get this, I think, but £1.75 for 450 grams of gammon steak is an absolute bargain. So, like I said, it is what it is. I'm not the most creative person. I'm just a normal bloke who just eats normal stuff, and I make what I make, and that's what it is. So that's what I'm going to make now. Finally, chopped tomatoes, some chopped up gammon, some pasta, fusilli. I am, like I said, like I always do on these challenges, allowing myself things from the spice cupboard, like I said earlier. So I've actually got some crispy fried onions, which I'm just going to add to give it a bit of a crunch. And I'm running out, but I've got some garlic granules as well. So we'll give it a little bit of flavour. And of course, the obligatory salt and pepper. It should be okay. Now, I'm literally making this for one. If these gammon steaks, when I open this gammon now, if these gammon steaks have got two nice actual gammon steaks, the girls are actually going to have gammon, egg and chips. So obviously the gammon and egg are from my £10 B&M challenge, so we have to take that into account. But they are having some McCain chips in the air fryer to go with it, because they're not going to be doing, they're not doing the challenge, just me. But they might be stealing my food. Right, I'll get this cooking. We'll open, in fact, we'll open this gammon and have a look what's in there. What do you get for £1.75? Come down here and have a look at this. Okay, let's cut open this 450 grams of Fresh Valley gammon steaks. Let's see what we get. Straight onto this plate. So there is one. Tell you what, there's probably, that's a big thick piece of gammon, that. 1, 2, 3 steaks and probably a little bit. So that is not bad. That is a lot of gammon for £1.75, isn't it? Right, so what I'm actually going to do, this one, this little piece here, I'm going to save that for something else. So I'm just going to put it into this Tupperware tub. And I'm going to put all this here, this big piece here, this thick piece here, I'm going to put that into my pasta. And that means these 2 steaks here are going to be for the girls, because they don't like the fat on it anyway, so these have got hardly any fat. So I'm going to make gammon, egg and chips for my girls with these 2. So take that into account when we're thinking about how many days it's lasted, because they like a bit of gammon. So that's what we're doing. Right, I'm going to get this chopped up, fried off, get the pasta in, this fusilli, we probably won't use, well, definitely won't use a whole bag, and get some tomatoes, make a little pasta dish, and I'll see you at the table when I've cooked it all up. Okay, so I put it all together. It looks quite a healthy portion here. Probably enough for 2 people if you added like a flatbread or something. Unfortunately, that's not in the budget. I don't even know if they sell them. I think they sell like naan breads and things, so maybe they do, but it wasn't in the budget. So I'm just going to have a big plate full of pasta, gammon, tomatoes, and I had that garlic granules. I have decided actually against the crispy fried onions. I'm not sure how they would fare with this. I mean, it'd be nice with some cheese and things, but once again, not in the budget. Right, I'll get it plated up. And while I get it plated up, I'll see you at the table. Take a look at what the girls had. They're having this right next to me. Okay, so this is mine. Obviously, it doesn't compare to that gammon, egg, chips and beans that I made for the girls. They stole 2 pieces of my gammon. But there is gammon pieces in here. So we've got tomatoes, gammon, and pasta. That's basically it. I decided against adding the crispy fried onions because I don't know. I don't think it went. I've just added a bit of garlic granules and a bit of pepper, and that is what we've got to end the Saturday night. I mean, is it the best pasta I've ever had? No. The gammon's okay. The tomatoes are they're not the best chopped tomatoes I've ever had. They call themselves premium. And, well, the pasta's quite nice. But that's what it is. It's basic. Unfortunately, without any cheese or without any other flavourings, it is what it is. But sometimes if you're on a budget, this is obviously a challenge. This will do. Like I said, you could probably split this down the middle, get a little flatbread or something, or a couple of slices of garlic bread. Garlic bread's cheap in it at the supermarket. And easily make 2 dishes out of this. I'm not doing that today, of course, because I haven't got any garlic bread in the budget, because B&M doesn't sell garlic bread. So I'm just going to munch this. And that is day 1 complete. This video is not over. Don't go anywhere. If you're liking this video, don't forget to like it. And if you haven't already, subscribe, because we're about 100 off 15,000 now. Right. I'm going to finish this, because there's not much more to say about it. Apart from, it's basic, but a lot of things, when you're not very creative in the kitchen like me, that's what happens. You get some basic foods. But I'll eat it. It'll fill my belly. And we'll go again tomorrow. So, for you guys it's going to be 1 minute, but for me it's going to be tomorrow. So I'll see you in a minute. In the morning. You know what I mean.